Hey, Dr. Film here, and yes, I'm qualified to have that name. Before we begin, you should know that this review will contain no spoilers. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for reviews and more. And please follow me on Instagram at Dr. Film Ronces for updates on my channel. Now, with all that said and done, let's go! Woohoo!
Ouch.
Ouch!
Ouch.
Okay, that didn't go according to plan. Let's move on.
The characters.
Now, to the film's credit, they did well staying true to the source material in terms of the characters' designs, their personalities, and I have to say, they did well casting the right actors for some of the characters. For instance, you have Anya Taylor-Joy voicing Peach. She did well capturing the same confident and lovely Peach that we all know from the video game. Then we have Keegan-Michael Kay voicing Toad. He was both lovable and funny at times. Then we have Charlie Day as Luigi, who did well voicing a timid, scaredy cat. And of course, let's not forget Jack Black voicing Bowser. I don't know whose idea was it to cast him in this movie, but man, was it their greatest choice ever made. I don't want to spoil much, but all I can say is that Jack Black delivered an amusing performance of Bowser.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah! Oh, yeah! Oh! Wow.
Although, I wouldn't exactly say the same thing for some of the other actors in this movie, such as Chris Pratt voicing Mario. Don't get me wrong, I have no problem with Chris Pratt not doing the Italian accent like in the video games, but the problem is, every time he talks, the first thing that comes to mind is Chris Pratt, not Mario. He kinda has the same problem as Ryan Reynolds did in Detective Pikachu. And the same goes for Seth Rogen. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was a good idea to have Donkey Kong talk, seeing as how he never talked in any of the video game formats. I really wanted to love Donkey Kong in this movie, but every time he speaks a word, I just think of Seth Rogen. Heck, during the movie, he does his iconic laugh.
Exactly, we went in and auditioned.
I think there were a lot of grammatical.
In short, my friends, some actors were right for the roles, but some others weren't. Sorry, Chris Pratt. No hard feelings? Okay, let's move on.
Action and adventure.
Now, the action and adventure in this film does excel beyond my expectations. The sequences were amusing, exciting, and I liked how during the adventure of this film, there's these callbacks and Easter eggs of other video games, such as Luigi's Haunted Mansion, and of course, Mario Kart!
Story and animation.
Now, as I mentioned before, this movie stays true to the original video games, and I liked how they cleverly explained why Mario and Luigi sound different from the video games. But if I have to be honest, the story was pretty basic, it was predictable, the pacing was surprisingly fast, and there are some theme messages in the movie that are pretty stale nowadays. Not that they were bad messages, it's just that they're the kind of messages that you've seen before in countless other movies, and yeah, this one takes the cake. But in all fairness, the story in this film is a masterpiece in comparison to the previous Super Mario Bros. Movie, released in 1993. Yeah, that movie was something else, man. It was wow.
Super Mario Brothers. This ain't no game.
Jesus Christ.
Now, the animation was far out beautiful in this movie. The environment, the settings, locations, the details on the characters' costumes and faces, it was all done well. It's almost as like the video games came to life through the big screen, which is kinda awesome when you think about it.
Sweet.
Totally.
Overall, my friends, was this film disappointing? To my surprise, no, it wasn't. Even though this film has a few hiccups in terms of the voice acting and some elements of the plot, I still had a fun time watching this. If you still haven't seen the movie, I recommend checking it out, and let me know what you think. With all that said, I give the Super Mario Bros. Movie an 8 out of 10. Well guys, that's the end of my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, and please follow me on TikTok at DocRonces for funny videos and more. And as always, I will see you guys at our next appointment. Woohoo! Hello? Hello? How do I get out of here?